Hi everyone, my name's Amber Wallace and welcome to my channel Amber Wallace Reads. Today I'm going to be doing the Avatar book tag. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but these are my Appa pajamas. I have the little Appa horns and ears. I've got the arrows on my sleeves, on my little pockets, and on the back. I don't know if you guys can see, but the back has the stripe with the arrows, and these are my favorite pajamas ever. My mom actually sewed these for me for my 17th or 18th birthday present. It's all I wanted. It's all I wanted that year. I was like, Mom, please sew me Appa pajamas. And I wear these anytime I'm sad, or just, when I want to feel like an air bison, because that's cool too. Um, I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. I love The Legend of Korra. When I say I love them, I mean I am absolutely obsessed. I have seen every episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender at least 3 or 4 times, and I have seen every episode of Legend of Korra at least 2 or 3 times, and it's just my favorite. I watch it on loop, year round. I am watching something. I start at the very beginning of Avatar, watch all of the seasons, and then go through all the seasons of Korra, and then start right back at the beginning. I just love it. Okay, so now that we have my excitement, you guys understand how exciting this is to me. We're gonna jump in and actually get to some of the tag items. So the first question on this tag is Katara and Sokka, aka the best sibling relationship. And the book I have to go with for this one is Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, and the two characters are Elizabeth and Jane Bennet. I just think their relationship is so amazing. They confide everything in one another. They have the utmost respect for one another, and they just are constantly taking care of each other and visiting each other and emotionally supporting each other. And they're two amazing characters, and it's overall an amazing book. But I just love how close they are as sisters, and just how much it's obvious that they love each other, and they verbalize it too, which is really cool. So the next question is favorite star-crossed lovers, and I am taking a trip into the archives with this one, and I'm going with Brittany Ellis and Alex Fuentes from Perfect Chemistry. That one's old, and I don't remember a ton of it. I just remember how different the characters were, but how perfect it was when they got together. It was amazing. The last question in the water category is Bloodbending, a book with a topic you found unsettling or disturbing. And for me, that has to be George Orwell's 1984. That book just all over gave me the creeps. It's still a book that has not escaped my head since when I read it, and just with everything going on in politics right now, things just get scarier and scarier from that book. So 1984, super, super unsettling and disturbing. So now we're moving into Earth, and the first question in Earth is Toph, a character whose strength surprised you or surprised the other characters. And for this one, I'm going to go with the character Patroclus from Madeline Miller's The Song of Achilles. That's also a really great book, so highly, highly recommend that one. Tales of Ba Sing Se is the best short story collection or poetry collection, and this one is so tough for me because I love short stories and I love poetry, but because poetry is something that I really connect with my grandmother over, I'm gonna have to pick one of the poetry books that she's given me, and that's Swan by Mary Oliver. Next in Earth, we have Kyoshi Warriors, and that is the best warrior character, and I love the Kyoshi Warriors. I love that they're badass females, and there's so many badass female warriors in all of Sarah J. Maas's stuff, and I was really thinking about picking one of them, like Manon. Oh my god, Manon. But I have to go with Brienne of Tarth from the A Song of Ice and Fire, aka the Game of Thrones series. I'll pick both though. Manon from the Throne of Glass series is incredible, and then Brienne of Tarth is just, she's so strong, and she owns it, you know. She's huge, and she fights. I mean, she's a knight, and she doesn't take shit from anyone. Yeah, so Kyoshi warriors, yes, Brienne of Tarth and Manon are both two incredible warriors who happen to also be female. Okay, so now we are at the Fire Nation questions, and man, these ones are so hard. So the first one in Fire Nation is Zuko, which is a character with the best redemption arc, or a character that you would have liked to have a redemption arc. And when I think best redemption arc of all time, I think Zuko. So it's really hard to pick something that isn't, you know, the inspiration for the question. But a character I would have liked to see have more of a redemption arc is in Harry Potter. I think I would have liked to see Malfoy get a better redemption arc. And on a similar note, the next question is Iroh, which is wisest character. Man, I feel the same way. Like, Iroh is just the wisest man out there. He's so like patient, he's so smart, he's a general, so he has like wise battle tactics, but he's also like a father figure and has wise advice, and he is just the wisest person around. But on a Harry Potter theme, if I couldn't pick General Iroh, I would have to pick Dumbledore from Harry Potter, since he seems to give a lot of good advice, and he's got that same mix of like wizard wise, he's like very talented and respected, and then he also like has a way with, I would say, students in general, but like specifically Harry, the way he sort of like mentors him. So Dumbledore for wisest General Iroh like character that isn't General Iroh himself. So the last question for the Fire Nation is Azula, which is the best downfall, and this one is probably not the most popular book. I'm not sure how many of you guys have heard of it, but it's Barbara Kingsolver's The Poisonwood Bible. And the father character in that book, he is a missionary that goes to Africa and tries to sort of force his views onto the native people, and in the end, he just has the most awful downfall. So the last nation is air, and the first question is Appa, best fictional pet. I, for this one, have to go with some Legend of Korra pets slash like animal companions, and I'm gonna go with Pabu and Naga. They're both so precious, and I love Bolin's relationship with Pabu, the way he gets Pabu to help and do little circus tricks, and it's just adorable. And then Naga is just that nice, comforting presence in Korra's life at the beginning of Legend of Korra. You know, she tells Mako that, you know, Naga's her best friend, and like, it's sort of true. And it's just the relationship that everyone has with their animal companions in Legend of Korra is really precious. Now we have Aang, the purest cinnamon roll, and for this one I have to go with Jem from Cassandra Clare's Infernal Devices series. He's just so pure of heart. Like, I feel like everything he does is for other people, and like, yes, at some points he does like physically fight because, you know, he's a shadow hunter, but just deep down he really just cares about other people so much, and he makes so many sacrifices on behalf of other people, and he's always just like giving people the benefit of the doubt, and he's just so pure, and definitely an Aang like sort of character. Last but not least, we have the Avatar state, which is choose a character who is stubborn or has a hard time letting things go. And my character for this is going to be the boy in A Monster Calls. So the whole premise of A Monster Calls is this boy's mother has cancer and he refuses to come to terms with the fact that she might pass away. And the whole book is sort of this monster coming and visiting him every night and helping him slowly come to terms with the fact that he is losing his mother. And he's very stubborn and he has a really hard time believing it and he doesn't want to believe it, which is why it fits for the Avatar state. But man, it is such an emotional book and it is so good. One of my absolute favorite books, and I highly recommend that anyone who hasn't read it, read it. But just be warned, it's a crying sort of book. So that wraps up this tag video. I'm gonna put my hood back on so I can be in full Avatar mode. This video was so much fun for me to film. I absolutely, like I said at the beginning, adore Avatar and Legend of Korra and just that universe, and being able to respond to these questions with something else I love, as in books. It's an awesome tag, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. So I tag anyone who has watched Avatar and Legend of Korra, because man, if you've watched it, you know how good it is and you know how awesome this tag is. So thanks guys for watching. If you liked this or the pajamas that my mom made me, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!